Put your hands together for Amit Raj! Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Introducing the captain of the UP Nawabs, Amit Raj, taking on his opponent Vijay Saini in the featherweight division in bout number 2 of this contest tonight. Harrison made Amit Raj is one of the oldest fighters in the Super Fight League, and this man looks like he's cut out of stone.
He is built like a house for sure. And one of the things that separates him from a lot of the other Indian fighters is his wrestling background. A lot of the fighters are more trained in a wushu style of takedown. He's trained more in the international Greco freestyle, international styles of wrestling. A lot of basic solid leg takedown. It's going to be interesting to see how he's able to do that. He's also a 2-time national boxing champion, so he can decide whether he wants to keep it on the feet with his boxing or take it to the ground.
See, that's the beauty of a wrestler, isn't it? They can always control where the action goes. And plus, it doesn't hurt the fact that he is already a pro boxer. So he's coming in ready with more tools to win.
And he's proven that he can compete at a very high level in both boxing and wrestling. You don't become a 2-time national champion by being a sucker.
At the fighter prep point is Amit Raj. He's fought a few times before in the SFL, always impressive in his technique, in his tenacity, his skill, and not to mention, Harrison, this guy has one heck of a chin. I've seen him take some bombs.
And when you're boxing, that can play a huge part in not only the ability to give punishment, but also to take a little bit. Because it's like going to the pool. You're going to get splashed. If you're in an MMA fight, you're going to get hit. There's nothing you can do about it.
So, just for our viewers who are joining us here tonight, this tournament is based on a point system. You get 6 points for a knockout, 5 points for submission, 4 points for a technical knockout or a TKO, 3 points for a judge's decision, which can be a split decision or unanimous one, and 1 point for a draw.
And this is one of the things that makes this scoring system and this style of fight tournament so interesting. It's more based on the team aspect than the individual. And we saw that in our last show, how depending on how you win knockout submission really pays off and can change the fight even at the end.
I remember when last night, I think when Delhi was down and Haryana was up, Jason and Matt Baker came in and not only equalized but got the advantage last night.
Yeah, and the Delhi Heroes were able to win by 1 point. That's what makes this such an exciting league, and there's nothing like Super Fight League anywhere else.
Well, now it's the captain's opportunity to even the score because Sher Punjab lead by 5 points. And his opponent, Vijay Saini! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ozone. Vijay Saini making his pro debut here tonight in this tournament for the Super Fight League.
And Vijay has a very good skill set to counter both a boxer and a wrestler. He trained in Thailand, so he's going to be versed in that Thai clinch with both hands behind the head upright. It's with the forearms across the collarbone, it makes it hard for a wrestler to shoot in. And it's a great way if a boxer gets in tight to nullify that boxing and really start using your knees.
He needs to initially keep it at range. He doesn't want to get shot immediately. He needs to figure out that range, take his time, get comfortable inside that cage because he's going up against a solid fighter with tons of experience inside the ozone.
And he's making his debut. Sometimes that can really mess with your head and you want to rush things. You want to get straight to your big punch or your big submission. And you got to take time. You got to let the fight breathe. You got to see what your opponent's doing and adjust.
Here we go to the tail of the tape. Both fighters similar ages, both fighters weighed in approximately the same weight. No height advantage, but the big differentiator, Amit Raj with the experience against the debutant here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first, fighting out of the right corner, his style boxing. He weighed in at 65.8 kilograms, representing the UP Nawabs. Give it up for Amit Raj! And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, his style Muay Thai. He weighed in at 66.3 kilograms, representing Sher Punjab. Give it up for Vijay Saini! Ladies and gentlemen, the referee for the fight, La Rosama.
Gentlemen, listen to my commands at all times. Let's have a clean and technical fight. Touch gloves and back to corners.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Fight number 2 in the featherweight division. Sher Punjab taking on the UP Nawabs. Batting for the UP Nawabs is the captain Amit Raj and Vijay Saini for the Sher Punjab.
And Vijay brings a style that you won't see with any of the other nearly 100 fighters that the Super Fight League has brought in that he was a 2008 Bangalore parkour champion. So he is an athlete.
Yeah, doesn't it take a lot of athletic ability to be able to do parkour?
A lot of body control. You're jumping long distances, falling sometimes 2-3 stories.
Oh, kick right knee there!
And we get a
Great runs in straight into Amit Raj. Wow, he did not expect that. Looking for submission. Amit Raj coming back with hammer fist. Pounding on his opponent. Saini might be hurt here. Taking it. Oh, big shot. Saini's taking control. Oh, wait. He might be hurt. Brutal hammer fist.
I think that's over yet. It's over. The ref jumps in.
Amit Raj, the captain, pulls his team, the UP Nawabs, into the lead.
Vijay took a big chance with that flying knee, and it did not pay off.
You know, I don't get it. He jumped in. He looked for a flying knee. He almost landed there. He might have actually grazed the captain there. But, you know, with Amit being a wrestler himself, took that opportunity, tossed him to the mat, and started landing some brutal ground and pound.
And that wrestling background he has allowed him to get on top and stay in control, grip balance with somebody underneath you, and just start working those hammer fists. Those were brutal.
Man, those were brutal. I need to get a time on this because that looked like it ended super early. He ran across, landed the flying knee, and now carrying on to his fans, hometown support.
And there you see that flying knee. And it's one of those moves. It's a high risk, high reward. You take a chance, because this is definitely what can happen, and then just brutal hammer fist.
Brutally, brutal. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's covering up here, but I think his second reset, he landed 1 or 2 with his guard down, but the referee had seen enough. Ladies and gentlemen, Ref Rosava called a stop to the fight in the first round in 26 seconds, declaring the winner by TKO from the red corner around the UP Nawab team, Amit Raj! Ladies and gentlemen, the UP Nawabs now stand at 4 points and Sher Punjab 5 points. You know, this is insane. It's already tight. We're just in the second fight and it's already gone down. Punjab still leads 5-4. You can see there, Sher Punjab in the first fight got that sub for 5 points, and Amit Raj, the captain for the UP Nawabs, scored a TKO, scored them 4 points, bringing the entire tally to 5-4 with Punjab in the lead.
And with this scoring system, really what's important in those first 3 fights are getting your wins.
Ladies and gentlemen, Amit, this was a brutal attack. आपने उनको कुछ करने का मौका ही नहीं दिया. जब आप आए, आप टशन में थे, आप जुनून में थे. मुझे लगा था कि आपके अंदर की आवाज ये कह रही है कि मैं इनको खत्म कर दूंगा कुछ ही सेकंड्स में.
नवाब लोगों के आने का अंदाज भी अलग होता है और जाने का अंदाज भी अलग होता है. हम तो नवाब हैं, ऐसे आते हैं और ऐसे ही जाते हैं. अभी नवाब लोगों की एंट्री शुरू हुई है. अभी तो खेल बाकी है. ओह, ये इन लोगों का दिल, सब लोग आए, इन लोगों का दिल नहीं तोड़ सकता मैं.
एक लाइन जो आप शेरे पंजाब के लोगों को कहना चाहते हैं.
हमारे छेगे से शेर हैं, एकों को ढूंढ ढूंढ के शिकार करेंगे, इसलिए बच के रहना. शेरे पंजाब, हम लोग नवाब हैं, नवाब थे, नवाब हैं, नवाब रहेंगे.
Total passion and commentators, you must be blown out of your brains with this one. That's interesting, Siddharth. That was an insane fight. And you know what? This is so close now.
Yeah, that what an exciting fight. Vijay comes out flying knee, high risk, high reward. It didn't pay off this time, and it allowed the UP Nawabs to pull within one. And really, this early in the show, it is important that you get wins, especially in those 3. Not necessarily how you win. Make sure you get the wins. And they were able to bring it nice and close.